Cancers, there is no need to stress or to worry about success or money or love. It's all coming to you right now. And if anything, you can just sit back and take a breather for a moment and enjoy all the festivities that Sagittarius season has to offer you. Okay? Why I say this, Cancers, my beautiful Cancers, as I was channeling for you, it was just the song from the Hamilton soundtrack, Take a Break. It's like you don't have to keep working. And even in that song, which I recommend listening to and just watching the whole musical in general, if you haven't, I believe it's on the Disney Plus streaming site, or if you've seen it live, that's also great. But energy, there's always going to be work to do and there's always going to be expansion to be had, but an opportunity just to rest and to chill and to enjoy that moment with your children, siblings, loved ones, whoever that may be. I want you to actually, maybe for the first time in a long time, being like, I'm just going to focus on me and what I want. And I feel like that's been something I've been channeling for Cancers continuously, of just slowing down a little bit. And I guarantee you, once you start enjoying that time and enjoying the rest, opportunity for expansion is going to keep coming back again. But if you've been burnt out or maybe just not having as much fun as you want to, honoring that a little bit more. Remember, Venus is currently in Capricorn and she'll be stationing retrograde on the 19th. The reason why I bring that up specifically is because Capricorn is your opposing sign, Cancer. So if you, let's say, have the moon in Cancer and it's opposing Venus, there could be a lot of stress that you're holding on to, or there's a lot of energy that you're putting forth with regards to material matters, resources, love, whatever that may be, and just spinning yourself in a circle, or just really being down on yourself for your perceived lack of growth or success in that field. And I just want you to take a breather. Like, I literally just saw you eating popcorn with a loved one and watching your favorite movie. Like, I just want you to at least do that once this season. Remember, we're coming off a very intense Scorpio season. We're in the middle of eclipse season at the start of Sagittarius season. It's a lot. And Cancers feel very deeply and they love very fiercely. And so when you're holding space for so many people and trying to help so many people, it can be overwhelming. So we want to ensure that we're giving ourselves the time and space to rest. Okay? Take a break. Listen to that song if you haven't done so. And I think it'll help put things in perspective. The first three cards that I pulled, I'm using the Steel Wizard tarot deck because I feel like the symbolism and the imagery is very aligned with Sagittarius energy. And there's even some additional cards or different meanings in this deck, which are fun. But I have the Six of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles and Materialism, which is also known as the Devil card in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So if we're talking about Six of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, this is imminent success, growth, expansion, opportunity, infinite potential. And that's what I'm saying, Cancers. If you feel like you've been so stressed or your energy hasn't been focused, giving yourself a chance to take a breather will allow for these beautiful opportunities, these collaborations, this imminent success. And for those of you that are on a high right now and you're like, yes, I'm growing, I'm expanding, keep tapping into that because there's going to be more of it. And especially with the Ace of Pentacles, this unlimited potential around money, around expansion, around money-making ideas. If some of you potentially are leaving a career or a collaboration, or you have in the past few months or even this past year, I feel like that opportunity to be in that aligned income stream, to be in that career field is going to be very known, or it'll present itself, or you'll just feel it fully. You're like, this was why I had to go through that in order to be here at this time. I just want you to be cautious of that greed or that ego or that materialism. Even right now, how I'm channeling it, it's like, I want you to still stand up for yourself and to mark your territory and to make sure that you're given due credit for your work. But this, for me, it's almost like you might be putting the carriage before the horse, or getting frustrated if you're not getting the recognition immediately. Some of you may be starting at the beginning of a business or of a career, and you're building that momentum. Or for those of you that have been in your field for a minute, and you're wanting that break, you're wanting that acknowledgement, it's coming. It's just when the ego might be throwing a temper tantrum or restricting you as to how fast you can grow. I want you to pay attention to that. And if that's coming from burnout, if that's coming from projections from others, or where the source of that is coming from, so that we can address it and heal it and use that eclipse energy to kind of banish it away to make space for all the blessings that are coming through. So let's see what else is coming through for Cancers during this Sagittarius season. Also, just breath work. Please engage in it. Often when we breathe, we still have room for even extra air to come through. And when we're expelling and exhaling air, there's even still more room where we can let go. So if you're feeling stressed or anxious, come back to your breath. Literally just put the phone down, close the screen, and just connect back in. Because I do honestly feel like a lot of these intuitive downloads are going to be coming in very succinctly, but we don't want to be trapped in our mind or trapped in our ego as to not be able to receive them or receive them as clearly as we could. Also, just cooking, for those of you who find that very therapeutic, or you might be hosting an intimate gathering, that could be a nice focus for you if you've been ordering out a lot or maybe not prioritizing your health, to just come back to that and finding great solace and great peace and just giving gratitude, picking out the food from the grocery store, the market, cleaning it, preparing it, giving gratitude as it enters your body. That might be just be, especially with Venus and Capricorn, for long-term health and longevity. And even for some of you, if you feel called to like go to a market or to have a stand in a farmer's market, let's say, to promote yourself, your business, or even just connecting with really great people in those environments, I think that that could be another cute environment for opportunity and expansion. And red, the color red keeps coming through just in terms of that root chakra. I do think there's a lot of new beginnings and endings, and I mean, very timely with eclipse season, but letting go. And that with regards of letting go of what isn't serving you, letting go of all the past heartbreak or frustration, just letting it all go and just fully cultivating from this moment. Yeah, this is really good. So this card is exclusive to this deck. It just says, I am. It's a major arcana. And so that even is something we can take a moment to reflect on. I am, claiming that. Whatever you are wanting to bring forward, I am rich, I am love, I am divine health, I am whatever you want to claim. I think that that's something that's really going to benefit you, of just speaking into existence what it is you desire in any regard. With eclipse season, it brings divine endings and new beginnings. And so really addressing what came through during Scorpio season, what maybe fears or traumas or certain things have come to the surface to be cleared, and knowing that you're not going to continually play into that narrative. Moving forward, you're only claiming exactly what it is that brings you joy and peace. We also have the Four of Swords with the Ace of Wands. What we said at the very beginning of this reading, take a break, rest. You may be resting for what is majority of this season, or taking some downtime. Of course, if you feel ambitious and called to work and put yourself out there, that's fine. But please ensure that you're getting adequate sleep. And you can even just see in this card too, even some kind of ritual work or taking time to honor that part of yourself. Even this imagery gives me very ancestral work, ancestral clearing, calling on your guides or past ancestors and working with that energy, if that's part of your spiritual practice, to engage in that, or even just asking for a sign from ancestors that have passed on or from your ancestral line. I think it'd be very powerful. But no matter what, this is taking a time to clear your mind. Remember, swords represent air energy. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And that was what I really did feel at the beginning of this reading, is giving yourself an opportunity to rest, to be still, more than normal, no matter what level and what frequency you're currently on, is going to allow for greater passion, excitement, opportunity, joy. The Ace of Wands is unlimited potential around ambition and opportunity that brings excitement into your life. Remember, we started the reading with the Six of Wands and that Ace of Pentacles. And so it's almost like you might be working backwards this season with regards to taking that time for yourself, claiming into existence whatever it is you want, working with this eclipse energy and receiving the downloads, working through your ego, fears, and frustrations, knowing that you're calling in this benevolent energy that's going to serve you very well. I also want to point out, Cancers, that the High Priestess and this moon also kind of looks like an eclipse moon, which is even more telling. But the High Priestess was the card on the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be not trusting or losing faith that the universe got your request, or that your intuition has been waning. This is just a time to really come back to your practices, to honor your spiritual mental health, and take a break. I will just keep saying that. I want you just to have time every single day where you're honoring yourself, where you're slowing down so you can be in the state of receptivity. And I mean, it is Sagittarius season. There is this kind-hearted, generous, jovial nature that this season will always bring for everyone. So it's a nice energy to reflect, to work through this, and to enjoy the blessings and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? But yeah, your intuition, and I think that's interesting that the color red, that root chakra is coming through, because we need to find what our new normal is to recalibrate before we can be in a state to receive downloads that are going to serve us at that frequency or at that current level. So if you've been going through a lot of transition, finding your footing, that's okay. Take as much time as you need, and knowing that success and money and opportunity are already coming to you at this moment, okay? So that is my general reading for all of my beautiful, lovely Cancers. If this reading resonated, please feel free to share and tag with a fellow Cancer that could also benefit from this message. If this reading really resonated and you want to say thank you, all tips and donations to support Stillwater Alchemy and this content creation are always appreciated. The link to donate can be found in my bio. Or if you want to go into this in a one-on-one reading, all the availability for the rest of the year has now been updated and can be found on my website, okay? Thank you so much for watching, Cancers. Remember, slow down, enjoy this time, and just receive all the downloads that are really going to help you moving forward. Have a lovely Sagittarius season, a very benevolent eclipse season, and I'll talk to you soon.